the fountain of fair fortune.
Yay, my favorite!
My fellow witches and wizards, everyone ready? We now present to you the fountain of fair fortune. High on a hill, in an enchanted garden, enclosed by tall walls and protected by strong magic, flowed the fountain of fair fortune. Once a year, hundreds of people traveled from all over the kingdom to wait outside the garden walls. There, at sunrise, a single unfortunate would be given the chance to fight their way to the fountain by sunset, bathe in its waters, and receive good luck and fair fortune forevermore. On the appointed day, 3 witches met on the outskirts of the crowd and told one another their sorrows as they waited for sunrise. The first, by name Asha, was sick of a malady no healer could cure. The second, by name Altheda, had been robbed of her home, her gold, and her wand by an evil sorcerer. The third, by name Amata, had been deserted in love and thought her heart would never mend. The 3 women agreed that, should the chance befall them, they would unite and try to reach the fountain together. The sky was red with the first ray of sun.
Creepers from the garden beyond snaked through the pressing mass. The creepers twisted themselves around the first witch, Asha. She grasped the wrist of the second witch, Altheda, who seized tight upon the ropes of the third witch, Amata. And Amata became caught upon the armor of a dismal-looking knight. The creepers tugged the 3 witches through the wall, and the night after them.
Asha and Altheda were angry with Amata, who had accidentally brought along the night.
Only one can bathe in the fountain. It will be hard enough to decide which of us it will be without adding another.
Now, Sir Luckless, as the knight was known, observed that these were witches, and having no magic nor anything that distinguished the non-magical man, he had no hope of beating the 3 women to the fountain. He therefore declared his intention of withdrawing outside the wall again.
Faint heart, draw your sword, knight, and help us reach our goal.
And so the 3 witches and the forlorn knight ventured forth into the enchanted garden, where herbs, fruit, and flowers grew in abundance. Finally, they reached the foot of the hill on which the fountain stood. There, wrapped around the base of the hill, was a monstrous white worm, bloated, blind. At their approach, it turned a foul face upon them and uttered the following words.
Pay me the proof of your pain.
Try though they might to move past the worm would not let them pass.
And Asha, despairing, began to weep.
The great worm placed its face upon hers and drank the tears from her cheeks. Satisfied, the worm slithered aside and disappeared from view.
The 3 witches in the night began to climb the hill. Halfway up the steep slope, however, they came across words cut into the ground before them.
Pay me the fruit of your labors.
Sir Luckless took out his only coin and placed it upon the grassy hillside, but it rolled away and was lost. The 3 witches in the night continued to climb, but though they walked for hours more, they advanced not a step. The summit came no nearer, and still the inscription lay in the earth before them. All were discouraged, except for Altheda, who walked faster and harder than any of them.
Courage, friends, and do not yield.
She cried, wiping the sweat from her brow. As the drops fell glittering onto the earth, the inscription blocking their path vanished, and they found that they were able to move upward once more. With the removal of this second obstacle, they hurried toward the summit as fast as they could, until at last they glimpsed the fountain, glittering like crystal in the bower of flowers and trees. Before they could reach it, however, they came to a stream stream that ran around the hilltop, barring their way. In the depths of the clear water lay a smooth stone bearing the words,
"Pay me the treasure of your past."
Amata was the first to understand. Taking her wand, she drew from her mind all the memories of happy times she had spent with her vanished lover and dropped them into the rushing waters. The stream swept them away, and the three witches and the knight were able to pass at last onto the summit of the hill. The fountain shimmered before them, set amidst herbs and flowers rarer and more beautiful than any they had yet seen. The sky burned ruby, and it was time to decide which of them would bathe. Before they could make their decision, frail Asha fell to the ground. Exhausted by their struggle to the summit, she was close to death. Althea hastened to pick all those herbs she thought most helpful and poured the potion into Asha's mouth. At once, Asha recovered from her sickness and was able to stand.
I am cured. I have no need of the fountain. Let Althea bathe.
But Althea protested.
If I can cure this disease, I shall earn gold aplenty. Let Amata bathe.
Sir Luckless bowed and gestured Amata toward the fountain, but she shook her head. The stream had washed away all regret for her past lover.
Good sir, you must bathe as a reward for all your chivalry.
So the knight glanced forth in the last rays of the setting sun and bathed in the fountain of fair fortune. Astonished that he was chosen one of hundreds, and giddy with this incredible luck, as the sun fell below the horizon, Sir Luckless emerged from the waters with the glory of his triumph upon him, and flung himself in his rusted armor at the feet of Amata, who was the kindest and most beautiful woman he had ever beheld. Flushed with success, he begged for her hand and her heart, and Amata, no less delighted, realized she had found a man worthy of them.
The three witches and the knights had walked down the hill together.
And all four led long and happy lives, and none of them ever knew or suspected that the fountain's waters carried no enchantment at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Wizarding World is filled with tales of courage,
Gallantry,